It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. We can hardly wait for the start of this one, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Bay State in Massachusetts. Welcome to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. And off we go from Foxborough. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
From a talent standpoint, Drake May has every physical quality that you're looking for to play modern-day NFL quarterback. He can, of course, make all the throws. He's big, strong, and he is a very good athlete. He just needs some time. He needs to sit back and wait for his opportunity to play. Looks like that day is today, and I think if he goes out and plays to that potential, this is the first step of him becoming a legitimate NFL franchise quarterback.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. A gain there of 11. 1st down, New England.
I think it's so critical to start the game fast. I mean, you hear every coach and player harp on it in their press interviews and in their conferences. It's something that everybody stresses, but it's easier said than done. So I think for them to come out and face an early 3rd down and be able to pick up a 1st and extend this possession, I think it goes a long way towards everybody on that sideline and in that huddle just taking a deep breath.
He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Tyree Wilton, former 7th overall pick, there on the tackle. Throwing on second down, May. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
To throw is May. He'll get this out to his running back. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll take this down to the 28-yard line. A run now on second down. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold him to a gain of 2. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. From out of the gun, here's May. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return is Dylan Laube. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. First down and more inside the 40. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that first down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll get this out wide. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They motion the slot man left. On second down, Smith. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raider first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start first and 10. He'll find his man. That's Kendrick Bourne. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Cole Strange, former first-round pick, guilty there. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. On second down, it's May. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Open man, Demario Douglas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. All even, 3 apiece, the score. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. And Landon Roberts in there on the tackle.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. Great work there defensively, Mike. You could tell they were onto that one from the start. They're able to hold them to a short gain on the keeper and force the 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Here's May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he's going to have the Pats' 1st down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Operating from the shotgun. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. Oh, he gets it right back. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, May. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They send him right out of the slot. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He's down inside the 10, a gain of 4. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? This one caught at the 4. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a 1st down as they're able to get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, New England.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now for the point after. The kick is good, and the Pats take a 10-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, Tyreek McAllister. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to take over for their second possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Now Smith. He's got the tight end, Mayer. Off the play fake, it's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. This one, returnable. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. It is Max Crosby there to wrap him up. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is May. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
3rd and 9. Here's May. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Elandon Roberts.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Raiders offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Gino. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
On 4th down, Smith. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Patriots offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. May to throw on 2nd down. That one taken in by Douglas. Third and 5. Throwing now is May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's May. Has completed to Douglas.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Foxborough after this. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From out of the gun, here's May. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
To throw is May. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
A throw on the move is caught. He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. To throw now, May. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
3rd and real long. This is where your defensive line has to come to life. They decided to keep extra blockers in the backfield, but it didn't matter. They were able to bring them down for a sack and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Bryce Behringer out to punt for New England. Back deep for the Raiders, it's Trey Tucker. So we've come to halftime here in Foxborough with the Patriots on top as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. It's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. We just watched a fine first half out of this quarterback. That's Drake May. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Here's McAllister to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Smith to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Smith. That one caught by Tucker. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
To the ground, a 1st down run. Down the sideline, past the 45. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
They'll stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throwing on second down. Smith. Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up 1st and goal.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good, and the Raiders will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. On the return, here comes Gibson. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On 2nd down, it's May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. Wow, out of bounds inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. It's a big hit for the Patriots. A pickup of 44 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
A run on 1st and goal. And that won't get a whole lot. Down to about the 5. Here now, 2nd down and goal. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The kicking team on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Patriots go up by 7. It is now 17-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's McAllister to return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Smith. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Raiders have their punt team out there as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Jones. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. His drive will start on the ground. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He'll be stopped here, short of the first down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed right. Smith now to throw on 1st down. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Here's May. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. And Landon Roberts in there on the tackle. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. I'll give on the ground. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
May to throw on second down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Throwing now is May. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. Third and goal. May gonna look to throw. Good blocking, and he's in. Drake May. Touchdown, New England. That his second touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good. And the Pats will go up by 7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's McAllister to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Raiders offense and Jacoby Myers set for their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
He's got the tight end, Mayer. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
This play is actually really well defended here, but I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
A first down throw for Smith. He gets this one to Tucker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Gino. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. They get the big tackle out of UCLA, Colton Miller there. A 2nd down throw for Smith. That's a short one, caught by Bowers.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Gino gonna throw for it. That is hauled in at the 5. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do because we know.
That is caught by the tight end, Michael Mayer. Touchdown, Vegas. A best friend for a quarterback, a tight end. Big target down there, Greg, and he's able to secure it for the score.
And down here, Mike, it's not real complicated. What you're trying to do is find space, find a window to the quarterback, and if you're open, stay open and catch it.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Patriots ready for the punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A handoff here, up the middle. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. That one caught by Tucker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Vegas.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
There's that man again. Another catch. Out the 35-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Man in motion here is Tucker. On first down is Smith. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
He'll try the right side this time, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Two minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Crowd noise rises big, 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Bourne. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. It is 2nd and a yard. Here's May again. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. May to the air once more. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop, look off the safety, hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.